You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV 33 Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Sundays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. You can have your own party on TV. Party with R.J. Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the R.J. Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR, the one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
They argued on the play. He said, no, that's mine. But they sharing it. Thank you.
Once again, and every week. Bon appetit. Good as hell, man.
Cause support right there. Brother Lee.
To the bone, it was good. Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
Good to the bone.
That's a good thing.
Come on, get this chicken.
That's it. Yeah, come get the chicken.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV 33 Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Sundays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern.
This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I want to invite you to listen, to watch, and to participate every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's right, from 9 to 10 a.m. That's the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Dr. Talk. Make sure you tune in every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's Talk Beat Jones. Remember, tell your friends. Talk Beat Jones, we're now on Sundays from 9 to 10 a.m.
WHPR TV is now on Channel 90. Check out all of your favorite morning talk shows on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. to 12 noon, and watch us anytime, day or night, on all of your favorite devices. Download the WHPR TV Now app and take us with you wherever you go. WHPR TV is now on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. till noon. WHPR TV, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Has age finally caught up with you? Do you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease? Well, look and feel younger today. We discovered a new product that promotes appearance and joint issues by the way of collagen, HA, and other super ingredients, without injections. This product will significantly improve joint mobility, help with high blood pressure, kidney disease, and diabetes. It'll also help your skin as well. Call us now at 706-319-0255 or 313-885-4321.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and us. Well, family, want to thank you for joining Billy Jones, Talk Beat Jones. My chair is going down. There we go. I felt that tick, 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 where I was getting shorter and shorter and shorter, Mr. T. But at any rate, Mr. Tyler, don't forget me, give me a little note on that activity, please. Okay, so, okay. Bad conversation. Okay, no problem. Family, this is the Billy Jones Talk Beat Jones show. And again, remember, every Sunday from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, we're live right here on WHPS, WHPR. Tell your friends. Tune in. And they can call us at 313-868-0342. 313-868-0351 and 313-868-4336. You can get in on the conversation. You can make the conversation on the Billy E. Jones Talk Beat Jones show. Who's joining us? Your name and where you from, please. Talking to you, young lady, young man.
Okay,
person.
My name is Mary Barber, and I'm calling from Oakland, California.
Okay, dokie, got the Oakland connection. Okay, hold on, okay? Mary Bugs.
Yes, sir.
Got a question for you now. Don't hang up on me and get emotional. But I want to ask you.
I can get emotional.
But I want to ask you this question. We just had a situation where a young girl, 9 years of age, riding her bicycle in an alley, and out here, and by the way, out here, all the houses have alleys that go from one block to another block. Some of them have gotten cleaned out so people are able to get through them again.
Yes.
Young girl was riding a bike behind her home, actually, per se, with her brother.
Okay.
She got attacked by 3 pit bulls.
Oh, God, Jesus.
They killed her.
Oh.
Dog attack, mauled to death.
Oh, Jesus.
People couldn't help her. Have you had any dog attacks that you know of in the Oakland Bay Area that you know of?
We've had a few, yes.
Do you know the
But
type?
I blame that on owners.
Do you know the type of dogs it was that did the attacking in Oakland Bay Area?
Well, it's been pit bulls and even German shepherds, you know.
Wow.
And I blame the owners who do not keep their dogs on a leash. You are responsible. No one else is responsible for your dog. And that's the way I go with that. I roll with that.
Yes, yes.
And, you know, I don't know what they could do to the owner. You know, fine them or do something and call it manslaughter. But, you know, your pit bulls are dangerous. You keep them locked up. You put them on a leash. You know, children might go through there. Anybody could come through there and get attacked. It's kind of responsibility. Has responsibility gone somewhere?
Well, you know, we had another situation in Detroit whereby a mother that was walking with her son in her arms had a pack of pit bulls attack her and took the son, pulled him back under the fence, and they killed him. And I believe the owner was given probation. This owner of these particular pit bulls, I understand he has a $2 million bail set for him.
Well, I don't know. What do you do? Do you make it start off with manslaughter, find them more money, or just what do you do? And make sure they never have dogs again? But then they probably leave the state and go somewhere else. But, I mean, there's another dilemma.
Well, you know, folks should understand that when you have more than one dog, you are leading into what is called a pack syndrome. I've been with dogs most of my life, and like I said, I've had 4 dogs actually named Billy. or some variation of my name, Love Jones. Kipson, my son, actually Billy, etc. So, but the fact of the matter is that I have watched dogs, and if you got 2 or 3 dogs in your home, whatever, you have a risk of a dog leading a pack style.
Right.
And if that dog decides to bark and attack, then the rest of the dogs will follow suit. So it's a syndrome. Asking, is having more than 2 dogs in your home, is that too much? There are some
like
homes
I
that
said,
have.
it's the owner's responsibility, and if you're going to let them be outside, they must be on chains. I don't care what it is, especially if you're gone.
You have to have a very secure area.
Right.
And even my dog, I have to be very, very careful. I'm in a secured area.
Mm-hmm.
However, he's an inside-outside dog.
Right.
And if he is inside, and if happens that I go to the front door or the back door, well, the front door especially, the back door you can get out. The front door, if I'm not careful, he will squirt out, get out. And now we got a problem of a 100-pound dog running free. And folks who don't know him, which they don't know him, are running scared. And when you run from a dog, what you do is put that chase mentality to them.
Yeah, the chase is on.
And the chase is on.
It's called, no matter what, it's
Hold on,
called
Mary.
responsibility.
Yes.
You know?
Hold on. Just can you hold on for a minute?
I sure will.
Okay. Mary Bugs. Mary Barber.
Yes,
I got my Marys mixed up.
that's all right.
It's like that singing group, Mary Mary. Do you have any recollection of any dog attacks in the Bay Area?
Actually, I do. My baby boy Billy. Actually, his name is Billy. Got bit.
Wait a minute.
Wait
Wait just a moment. Would you tell them how you got the name Billy? Your baby boy got the name Billy? Hello?
Yes.
Would you tell them how your baby got the name Billy?
My baby boy got the name Billy from my grandfather, from my uncle, from my brother, and from you.
So there's a long line of Billies in your life.
Yes, it is.
Yes, okay. Thank you. And I appreciated you having me in mind as a Jones Associates member and blessing me with that name to your child. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now you say Billy got bit?
Yes. Him and my granddaughter, they were riding their bikes.
Oh.
And she was on a scooter, actually. And some pit bulls, 2 of them, one of them was just barking, the other one wasn't. And she slung her scooter at it. And her back wheel got caught in the fence. And when he went to get her wheel out the fence, the dog bit him. And they was fighting through the iron gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's fortunate there was a barrier between your baby and the dog, huh?
Fortunately, but he got a big plug out of his hand, and he was laying in a puddle of his own blood.
Wow.
They were able to save his hand, of course, his life and his hand.
Okay.
In surgery at Children's Hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this young girl that out here in Detroit riding her bike in the alley? And like I mentioned before, we have alleys from block to block here. And 3 pit bulls attacked her and killed her.
Billy, that's horrible. That's devastating.
As a mother, going through reliving the fact that your child in the last parts of her life was going through being savagely mauled, constantly being bitten to death, what do you think that your child life with her, what was going through her mind? Front door?
God.
Front door?
I'm sure she just wanted them to stop. She wanted some help.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and as they're constantly, I mean, to get bit one time is painful, but to have something as powerful as 3 pit bulls to be constantly chewing at you and biting you and ripping your flesh and going for your head and your neck. Wow. That's a horrible, horrible death. That mother
Yes, it is.
and that father, and I do believe that her brother may have been around, they will never be the same.
No, they won't. They won't.
I mean,
because it took years before my granddaughters were able to stop being afraid of pits.
yes. Yes.
Yeah, they were afraid of them.
Hold on just a minute, Mary. This is the Billy Jones Talk Beat Jones show, and who am I speaking with, please?
Rusty Jackson.
Hey, Rusty.
Yes, sir.
Real quickly, as we move through, we had a young girl, 9 years of age, mauled to death riding her bicycle, mauled to death by 3 pit bulls. Do you recall any circumstances in your area or in the Bay Area that you can remember?
Oh, man. Back in the day, Latrell Sprewell's child got mauled by his pit bull.
His daughter did.
Yes.
And he refused to do anything to the dog.
Yes.
And Latrell Sprewell, that's the same one that he was like a mad dog too, because he the one jumped on his coach.
Yes.
Grabbed him by the neck.
I mean, but I gotta say this. I don't know that it's the breed that's bad. It's people that breed them and put those characteristics in them.
Okay.
I've seen the pit bulls that are actually wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I own a Great Dane, and I'm not going to own any other breed, but it's the way people raise the dog.
Well, question here is, do you feel, in your estimation, that when you have 3 dogs or more, that those dogs, once they're out, we know we don't want them out, but once they get out, they have this pack mentality, and if one starts barking at something or moving aggressively towards something or someone, that the other dogs will join in?
Ooh, Billy, you bowling down a heck of an alley right there, bruh, because when I walk my dog, I often encounter these dog walkers.
Yes.
And they'll have 4 or 5 dogs, and some of them won't be on a leash.
Wow.
And they want to run, and they're little dogs that want to run up on my big dog and me.
Yes.
And I've had 4 knee replacements, so I ain't running nowhere. But I'm also not going to allow no dog to run up on me.
Right.
So I'm constantly picking up rocks and sticks, or else taking the leash off of my dog so I can use the part with the metal part to hit the dog that's rolling up on us.
Right,
and
right.
I just have to tell the people, no. It's a leash law. You're violating the law. Go ahead. If you don't want to call the police, let me call them.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, man, dogs should not be running the street, roaming the street, no. Because most people that are not dog lovers do not even know the tendencies of the different breeds.
Right.
So you see people that are just afraid of dogs because Michael Vick had dogs fighting each other.
And the first thing they do is want to run.
Exactly. And if you run, almost any dog that's their reaction. They're going to run too,
yes.
Whether they're attacking or not.
That's right.
Some dogs think you're playing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I know that's a trigger with my dog. And my dog is, like I said, he's running, but he wants to play. But
exactly.
Heck, if you don't know the dog and that dog is 100 pounds coming at you, and you turn around and he's coming behind you, you scared to death. You don't know he just want to put his paws on you and play with you. But
dude, my youngest son at 3 or 4 years old was running in our driveway, and I tried to yell at him, Randall, stop. But he didn't, and I had our big old Great Dane, who was a puppy at the time, loose, and he was running, and they collided. Bam! And my son hit the ground, but he didn't like that dog for weeks.
I understand that. Well, hold on, Russ.
Okay.
Actually, Mr. T, can I take a real quickie break? Okay. Family, you stay with the Billy E. Jones Talk B. Jones show. I have my guest here this morning. I'm going to bring him on shortly. So stay with me, and we're going to bring on Mr. Well, I'll let him introduce himself when he comes on. Oh, heck, why don't I just tell you? His name, Otis Mathis from African Town. Be back shortly, okay, family? You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and All right, this is the Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones, and once again, I am Billy E. Jones, and want to thank you for joining us and tell your friends they can reach us by television on the cable system from 7 to 12, Monday through Sundays, every week. Also, the Talk Beat Jones show, we're on the air Sundays from 8:30 until 10 a.m., and there's a rebroadcast from 8 o'clock until 9:30 on Sunday nights. Tell your friends. So if they miss us live, they can catch us in the rebroadcast. But right about now, I want to bring on my guest so we can get busy. And also, I have 3 lines that are completely filled up right about now. So stay with us, but we'll get to you shortly. So, Mr. T, that's Mr. Henry Tyler back there handling everything, folks. All right, Mr. T. And Mr. Mathis, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to bring you right on, right here. There you are. You see yourself right there?
Yeah, I
okay.
see myself.
All right. Mr. Mathis.
Yes.
Mr. Otis Mathis from African Town.
48217.
48217. I had to learn that. Inside joke, y'all. Yeah, inside joke. But right at this point, let Mary Bugs.
Yes, how you doing?
You want to say hello to Mr. Otis Mathis?
Hi, Otis. How you doing this morning?
Great, and I'm going to have to order your sauces. So.
Oh, wait. Wrong one. Hold on. This one. This Mary Barbara. Oh. Mary Barbara, you want to say hello to Otis Mathis?
Good morning, Mr. Mathis. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm going to have to order your sauces. I saw them last week, and Rep. Isaac, you know.
And we didn't open them.
Over.
Yeah, we didn't open them either. He looked. He said he wants some of that San Francisco sauce. But we're going to talk about that shortly. Okay. Mr. Rusty Jackson.
Yes, sir.
You want to say hello to Mr. Otis Mathis?
Big O from Africa Town. What's up, my brother?
Waiting for y'all so we can sit down. About 5 of us, one from Seattle, Washington. Y'all coming in from California.
Okay,
and,
okay.
A local person, a couple local people here from Detroit.
Okay.
Now, did you get the 2 proposals?
I'm sorry, I got the one, and I know it was another one. I've been so busy.
No problem. I just want to make sure you got them. You can look at them whenever you have time.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do it today. I got a pretty much free day after I leave here.
Okay. Thank you. Hold on, Russ. Now, we were talking about the dog, the 3 pit bulls that jumped a young girl, killed her, 9-year-old girl. What did you hear about that, Otis?
Yes, I actually went over there by their house off of McGraw on Smart Street.
Okay, keep your voice up so we can hear you good.
Oh, I actually went over their house on Smart Street right off of McGraw area over there in Central.
You went to the young girl's
family's
house?
home, yes.
And so what was the situation at the home?
Well, the family had left because so much attention, but, of course, the regular flowers, candles, a lot of candles because it's in the Latino community. So they Catholic, so they had a lot of candles. Kids was coming up putting small stuffed animals.
But there was no one to actually express the family's feelings?
Oh, yes, the whole neighborhood was expressing that. You asked them, and you can see the sadness in their face, and the media was there, and they was definitely expressing, even the kids that came up and put small stuffed animals, with tears in their eyes, they were expressing it.
Did we know if the owner of the dogs, was he Latino or was he another nationality?
I don't know, because when I asked, they didn't seem like to want to talk about him or recognize him. They were more focused on the little girl, how sad it was, and how she was a nice, little girl. And it seemed like their whole focus, and there was maybe 30 or 40 people when I got there, that's what they was focused on. It seemed like their conversation was trying to bring happiness to themselves since they lived there in the neighborhood with her, about the little girl.
Okay, though. All right. So that's your report about the family situation with the young girl, 9 years of age, that was mauled to death by the 3 pit bulls family. Mary.
Yes.
Is there anything that you wanted to ask Otis Mathis?
Has he heard anything more about reparations? That's all I can say about it. Because I'm getting angrier and angrier because I don't know. I'm sort of an old soldier in the civil rights game, and anybody can get tired. We've had 500 years of it, and it's time for us to get our share, to have our cities and towns again. We had 600 communities. We're down to 10 black communities, and somehow we got to step it up.
Mr. Mathis?
I agree with you. I'll be 65 in November. Yes, I've heard, years from John Conyers. Now he had a lack of it from our congressional person in the 13th district, where Congressman Conyers, that was like almost a #1 issue of his. And I'm at Wayne State University working on another degree with these young people, and they don't see reparation like that. What they see is that we have opportunities and we need to work. So it's mostly like Professor Von Washington in the 70s when I was at Wayne. He talked about Malcolm and Martin, and a few of us, we were veterans, so we were a little older, started choking up. And then the kids was just yapping. It was a black theaters class. And then when he spoke of Michael Jackson may be dead, they stopped. Some of them started crying. And he said, we continue as adults try to push our history in the next generation and get upset because they don't come out and march with us. I mean, a few of them. But we got to figure out a better plan. Reparations is going to be an issue, and mostly the baby boomers and some of the World War II generations and a few Generation Xers or Zs may come out. But it's the idea with African Americans moving to the suburbs, that's not a part of their culture.
Okay.
That's sad. That's very sad. You can live in the suburbs and feel support, you know.
All right.
I mean, sometimes I think when it came to civil rights, it was the people who went, black people who went to the suburbs who stalled everything since. I'm really kind of disgusted with that.
All
They got to come out and support. Everything is not beautiful.
Okay.
It's just real. And stop putting your nose in the air.
Well, you keep on.
Who needs you?
Well, you keep reparations.
That's all I've got to say, Billy.
All right.
Charge my phone.
Okay, darling. Thank you, and I appreciate you staying with us. And you know, you keep reparations alive, because that whole particular situation is, you know, people will hear something, hear other folks talking about it for a while, and then after a period of time, then it just goes quiet again. And I've seen that has happened when they was talking about reparations up in Washington.
What is no game? It's no play game or anything like that. It's in the Constitution, folks. Wake up.
All right. Thank you, Mary. All right. Thanks, babe. Bye-bye. And family, if you want to get in, that number to call is 313-868-0342, and you can join in on the conversation. Mary, we'll come back with you in just a moment. Can you hold, please? Because we're going to talk about that sauce. I need to understand more about that sauce too, okay? And if there's other conversation that you want, please bring that into the conversation as well. Hold on, please. Rusty.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jackson of Oakland, California. The state rep calls you chief of staff.
Okay.
For
that's one hat.
Huh?
I said that's one hat.
You got about 6 hats you wear, don't you?
I wear a few hats.
Let Mr. Hold on just 1 minute, because I want Otis to talk about something this morning and have you comment on it, please, okay?
Okay.
And Rusty, if there's something that you want to interject that we haven't discussed, please bring that to the table as well, okay?
Well, let me make a comment first.
Okay.
I heard Otis say about bringing in somebody from Seattle, as well as the two of us from California, as well as some local people. And I'm now starting to feel that we got to step up our game before we get there, because I want us to be able to create a demonstration project in Africatown that can be replicated across the country. If we can find success there, let me rephrase that. If we can create success there and take Otis's vision and make it work, we can copy it across the country, and maybe we won't suffer this gentrification. So I'm all in with Otis.
Now,
that's what I see. That's what I feel in my heart.
Now, I have a question. When we're having all of these other folk, you know, I know that we have the conversation between Otis, state rep, and yourself, and we know the mentality. When we're looking at bringing in all of these other folk into the setting that your table was being set for, I would say that rather than having you come here and walk into folks that you don't know, folks you really don't have a conversation with beforehand, that it be mandatory that you have a contact, that is a conversation prior to coming here with the folks that Otis is talking about having at the table with you, so that you have a vision, an idea in terms of whom that you are dealing with. That's the concept that I look at, and as I started trying to place these situations together, I don't like dealing with folks I don't know. So I'm saying to Otis, I'm saying to you, and I'll say it to State Rep, that bringing in other folk sounds good, but there should be a contact of a conversation that you're involved with, the state rep is involved with prior to a meeting on the territory of Detroit or African Town, so that you will know somewhat of whom it is that you're also being brought in to meet.
Billy, let me spin your concept ever so slightly, because I like where you're coming from.
Like this.
But the way I want to spin it is that Otis should develop the agenda. And then the people that are coming in should then tell Otis how our areas of expertise and our resources can match the agenda items that he wants to discuss. I'm not really worried about who he's bringing in. If he's bringing them in, I got to trust his judgment. But I am concerned that we have productive conversations from the very beginning, so that in advance, like you're saying, Billy, I'm not worried about the trust factor. I'm worried about everybody being able to buy into Otis's vision and having a plan on how do we accomplish that vision.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Is
And Billy, you're right on target. You're right on target.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. There's some things that we're experiencing in Oakland that they're experiencing in Detroit. We need to share those experiences. But what success are we having in Oakland that they're not having in Detroit? What success are they having in Seattle that we're not having in Oakland? And how do we make that fit Otis's vision? Because Otis he's got to be the general who's directing the ground forces to do what needs to be done in Africa Town.
I feel you.
I can't be a general in this situation. I got to be a tactical, strategic advisor.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
I have to be a tactical, strategic advisor.
Thank you. Thank you.
By bringing me to town, he's going to allow me to understand the terrain.
Yes.
The topography.
Yes.
Who's on our side, but also who's not on our side. I will have an opportunity to be able to witness for myself who are the people that Otis thinks we can win over who are sitting on the fence.
All right. Now, I got to hold on just a moment, okay? Now, see, that was beautiful. Now, that's beautiful because what we're talking about in terms of bringing folks from different areas, etc., and understanding that we all don't have to be in charge. We have to understand how to be. What did you say you were coming to be?
I'm a strategical advisor.
Thank you. So that's the process that we're saying that the folks that's coming in have to understand. It's not coming in to be the leader. It's to be the advisor. So that's a wonderful thing. We want to get that area kind of clear. Thank you. Good morning. You're with the Billy Jones Talk B. Jones Show. Who am I speaking with, please?
This is Theo Burton with Hood Research.
Okay, hold on, Theo. Otis?
Yes.
There was a subject that we needed to speak on. Veterans?
Yes,
retirees.
but I want to, on the conversation you and Russ had, I'm bringing in a person from Seattle and Las Vegas as investors. They're not a part of the conversation that the three of us having. I'm bringing in a person from Detroit so they can understand, because a lot of questions have been trying to figure out how they didn't pull off African Town and Harmony Park, and how is this concept that I've came up with is starting to grow, and been asked can they do it in other parts of the city. And this person is able to get out information to explain to them about how we can start building bases.
That's the
question.
question.
As you move on.
Okay.
With the veterans,
Yes.
I had opportunity. I tell people
That sounds good.
I had an opportunity, and I say I sit on the front porch now on Deacon in African Town. I tell people instead of me running around that they come. And so when Vice President Pence and Carson showed up the other day and came to the porch, and so I was talking to Vice President Pence about veterans, and so I noticed that Donald Trump yesterday signed that veterans that are disabled has don't have to worry about student loans up to $30,000. I was telling Vice President Pence I had created an organization called Wayne County Association of Black Veterans for Veterans. And what I don't want to do, because I built a veteran housing piece apartment in Park and Temple, the Illich bought, and I don't want to do like Paquette and start housing all veterans in one location. I want Land Bank in the city of Detroit to be able to give us those homes for veterans that have come from the city of Detroit and have lived here 5 years prior to going, 5 years, and let them fix it up. Because at the Eddystone, when I was down there, and later to build the homeless vet center, Detroit Vet Center, I found veterans who were homeless, drug addicted, but like a lot of us, we have skills, plumbers, electricians. I was electronic repair computers. So I want them to live in individual homes. And so that was something we talking about. And so Secretary Dr. Carson of HUD did give me contact information, hopefully start working on the problem. And that way veterans can find out what their needs are, raise a family if they're disabled or if they don't know how to apply for disability, or some of the changes that's happening for veterans coming out of the service.
How do you approach veterans who are living on the streets and don't want to come into a housing situation?
Well, one thing I found out when I was doing the Eddystone in the cast, I was in the Eddystone before we built the Detroit Vet Center across the street. There were veterans like that didn't want to come in. What I found out being down there with homeless veterans, all they said in the Eddystone when we would meet, they said, well, we just got to take care of them, make sure they got food. Can we do travel clinics to them? Because we set up a clinic.
You mean for the ones that didn't want to
don't
come
want to
in?
come in, because some just don't want to come in. It's
Yes.
mental health issues. It's fear, because when I first went to the Eddystone, they said everybody always want to make money off the homeless. And then eventually said, you were like the only one that really came and cared about us. And so we looked at the vet. We even charged the vet. If you made $100 a month through even disability at 10%, you had to pay $10. And they were very impressed that nobody always wanted to give but never asked them to help. And so
Well,
it
you know,
became
they
such
say
a-
if you get something for nothing, the value of that per se comes out to be in your mind nothing.
Right.
So it's always best, they found that it's always best if you charge something and a person feels, you know, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so when a vet got up where they can pay $300 a month for rent in the Eddystone, I put them out, because that means you making the type of money you can get your own place, and you just got comfortable here now. And sometimes you just don't want to go out on your own place, but we say open up a bed for another homeless veteran instead of you having the ability to pay rent $500, $600, $700, because at that time in '94 you was capable of spending that type of money.
So you help them get up on their feet and give them some type of foundation, which is, this is the house, this is what you can do, this is how you can pay the rent, this is how you can do, etc. Now you're up on your feet, now you have these skills, and now you need to go out and be like a bird. Now you got to fly.
Yeah, once they get a job, we didn't, or either was able to get veterans benefits. They didn't know about it. It can give them, some vets, you know, $1,000 a month in stipends and all tuition paid. Then we asked you to start finding a place, and we help you. Another thing for veterans was going into treatment. I was across from Harbor Light when it was down there right across from Eddystone, and found out that a lot of veterans would end up homeless because if they go through, say, detox 5 days, they would lose their bed. And so we guaranteed that you go through detox, 6 months treatment or whatever. In the Eddystone, the vet did not lose their bed. And so once they got over that fear and was very surprised that they came back, all their stuff and bed was there that they was willing to go into
Is that
treatment.
program still in existence today?
Yeah, it's called the Michigan Veterans Foundation now in Grand River. Illich paid, I built it for $2.2 million, and Illich to build that arena paid them $5 million, and Chapman, the third, see, he's a fourth director over there. They're on Grand River. It's called the Michigan Veterans Foundation now.
Okay. Theo,
Yes,
you're live.
yes, thank you. I was calling in because of the conversation you had been having regarding the pit bulls.
Please continue.
Well, Highland Park and a couple of other cities have passed a law that pit bulls are banned from within their boundaries. Now, there's someone in Lansing who is putting together a law that says you cannot ban pit bulls, which will, I guess, nullify the law that they have enacted. The folks in Lansing don't seem to be concerned. I guess it didn't happen to any of their neighbors or relatives, so they don't care. But until people get to understand the fact that they have to be concerned about any animals that they have, you know, in on their land, then something has to be done that is, I guess you would say, a shock therapy treatment, because this has got to stop.
But you know, Theo, folks have to realize that there is a large lobby of folk who love their pit bulls. Mm-hmm. I know we have this outrage, etc., mm-hmm. but that pit bull breed is really highly loved. Mm-hmm. So in terms of people saying we're going to ban the pit bulls, that's almost like going after the gun lobby. Mm-hmm. It's not happening.
Right. Well,
they've done it. They did that some years ago. They tried that, and it didn't work. Yeah. You know, this dog situation in general, because you put any 3 or 4 dogs together, and you can have that type of situation to occur. Mm-hmm. So it's not a good idea if you have a pit bull to have more than one, optimally no more than 2, because outside of that you got a problem. And they say, well, they're great family dogs. They are. That's why they're so highly loved. However, they still have a inherent breeding perspective in which they can go loco on strangers.
Mm-hmm. They've turned on family members too.
Yes.
They don't want to tell you about that.
Yes, yes.
They have turned on their own family.
But that's the same thing as the human beings walking around here with their human mental illness problems.
Shooting their own family members.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Well, the person who is in charge of the United States says he is the chosen one.
He's a what?
He is the chosen one.
He's the alpha male, yes.
He's a
and you do know that, and I'm going to bring Rusty in on this one and Otis, you do know that they passed this situation whereby the Electoral College folks do not have to vote lockstep with the will of the people.
Oh, well, they didn't last time.
Well, now they passed it so that more states can have it, whereby the Electoral College will not have to vote in lockstep with the will of the citizens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, hold on, please. Otis, you have anything to say with that?
Well, yeah, you're right. Excuse me.
Hold on, Barry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right that they have now, the court has ruled on that one case that came up. I know it's 14 other states are, fighting to have it rescinded because they said it would put too much weight on states that would override their citizens who give majority votes to a candidate, and all of a sudden they outweighed by one person or 2 people in the state. That if, like, they use Clinton, they use her as an example, that if all 14 states vote for Clinton, and then in other states they vote for Clinton, but they decide to vote for Trump because the court has given those Electoral College members the power to do it, that something got to be done. It doesn't make any sense.
Rusty?
Yes, sir.
Before you have another thought, can you give us a thought on the Electoral College situation?
Well, I would rather see us go by simple majority vote. Whoever gets the most votes wins. But that's going to take a constitutional amendment. So let me just say this. In 2016, the Democrats were outflanked and outsmarted. It wasn't just that people were opposed to Hillary, which a lot of people didn't like Hillary. And I wasn't a big fan of hers, but I was rather her than Trump. But they realized the Electoral College was the key to winning the election.
Wait, repeat yourself. Your phone kind of got shaky there. Repeat
They
yourself.
realized that the Electoral College was the key to winning that election.
And, go ahead.
Trump did not win the popular vote, but he won the Electoral College.
That's true.
That sounds like an oxymoron to me.
And he's setting it up. You know, we have to understand one thing about Trump. His folk that he is dealing with, the billionaire folks, means they can get the best of the best to give you the best advice, the best how to be crooked information on this planet. That's what he has surrounded himself with, and that's what he utilizes. So now by going through this factor of now before the election and making it so that the electoral folks is going to be in charge, that's the people who put him in the office anyway. So now he's trying to make that real solid. This man in our country, through the leadership of this alpha white male, we are in for a lot of rude awakenings because there are things that's being planned that have not even come to the surface at this time. Hold on, Russ. Mary, I'm going to talk to you about that sauce in just a few minutes because my time is getting short, but I wanted you to hear the program as well as be a participant this time, okay?
Okay.
In fact, Mary.
Yes.
That sauce, let me do this so I can clear this line with you. That sauce,
Okay.
that's not a barbecue sauce, is it?
No, it's a barbecue grilled marinade dip.
Okay, so it's a dip. So
yes, it's a dipping sauce.
So that
And
sauce,
it's a marinade sauce.
so that sauce is after you have cooked your food, then you add this as a dip, or do you put it on the food itself?
You can do both.
You can do both.
You can put it on before you can do both. You can put it on before you cook it.
Right.
And marinate your meat, or you can put it on afterwards on anything. Mm-hmm.
Question.
No, when she was saying, so I have a culinary degree. It took me 3 years in 2013. So when you said sauce, you know, and then you said, you know, marinade, and I go, oh, so it's not, I thought it was barbecue also.
Yeah, that's the reason I was asking you, Mary, to clarify, because when people are hearing it, they're starting to want to compare it to various different barbecue sauces.
Okay.
Okay? So,
Okay, no, it's 3 different flavors: the original flavor, the barbecue grill flavor, and a spicy.
okay. So, again, that's a marinade. That's a marinade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's a marinade and dipping sauce.
As a dip. So now you can use this sauce on regular foods, salads, etc. as well?
Yes, Billy. I put a little olive oil on my salad, and then I put my sauce on there. It's delicious.
Okay. It is delicious. I tried it on my steak.
Okay.
And it gives it a flavor. I mean, an outstanding, want to bite your lip
Yes.
flavor.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so tell them. So, if there's folks who are interested in finding out more information about how to get the San Francisco sauce, would you get the information out, please?
Of course. Thank you. They can go to www.sfsause.com. That's www.sanfranciscosauce.com.
All right. And is there any type of contact information that you want to give out at this point, or you want to wait for a little while before you give out any other information?
Well, actually, they can contact me, Billy, at 510.
510. Wait. 510.
613.
613.
5714.
5714. Thank you very much, Miss Mary Barber, with that San Francisco sauce. Gonna let you run, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye. Theo?
Yes, that's something to look forward to.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to say I agree with her as it pertains to reparations. There's a lot of education that needs to be shared.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
Oh, okay. I was saying I agree with Mary as it relates to reparations. And there's a lot of education that needs to be shared with our younger generations.
Yes.
Because they are due to inherit. And if they don't know what inheritance is, they need to learn, because reparations is an inheritance.
Okay. Well, you know, I appreciate you calling in. And again, we'll be watching for your show, which is on a Monday.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. to 10:30.
Well, it's on a Monday from 9 to 10. Oh, from 9 to 10:30.
10:30.
Okay. So that's the Theo Broden Show on Monday, every Monday from 9 to 10:30. Thank you, Theo.
You're welcome. Peace.
Okay. Bye-bye. Rusty.
Yes, sir.
It's you and Otis time.
Well, Billy, I made the statement to you once before. I just heard Otis about these investors. So I'm going to repeat the statement that I made to you. God has his hands on this. I mean, I'm hearing Otis. I'm hearing him talk about his focus on veterans. I've already introduced Michael Hudson. That's one of his main things. Mike's a veteran. He has a nonprofit dealing with veterans' houses. Man, God is doing something. I'm not aware of it yet, but we're about to do something special.
And I hope you come in. I thought maybe
I'm
3
coming.
days.
Ain't no
but-
ifs, ands, or buts about it. Listen, as they said in the Spike Lee documentary, if the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be there along with Michael Hudson.
Oh, okay. Okay. Otis?
Yeah, I'm glad, because I was thinking we were going to meet for about 3 days. I'm hoping y'all can expand it at least to 5, because Representative
that.
Isaac and our representative from the area, Isaac is not my representative. We have Tyrone Carter. They want to take y'all around and meet some of the elected officials. And I think maybe, I may not be with y'all, but you and your partner can go with those two and introduce and do some of the explaining what we're trying to do while you came in, because you have knowledge. And then also, hopefully, you can come on the Billy Jones show Sunday, so keeping you over, you know.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, if he accept us, I don't know. I ain't even asked. I just thought about it.
Let me say this. My uncle, my favorite uncle, used to live on, I think it's Oakland Boulevard.
Oakland Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oakland, yes.
So, man, again, there's something that has attracted me here beyond just the altruistic part of what we're trying to do, beyond the goals of taking care of our community. I'm already feeling a certain kinship and brotherhood, and Billy is at the genesis of this. So I'm thanking Billy for even thinking about calling me to participate with his show. Otis, I'm just glad that we've connected. And dude, I'm a baseball coach also, so I'm gonna tell you what I tell my kids, and I'm only 2 years older than you, so I ain't like a father figure. Don't let my expectations for you be higher than you have for yourself. In other words, dude, I'm expecting us to make this project big. And I bet not expect to make it bigger than you expect to make it, because I'm following your lead, bro.
Hey, I tell you what, if your expectations is larger than mine, I'm one of these type of person. I do my piece. If yours is bigger, you do your piece. If we can help each other do those pieces, if you can come in with a bigger, better plan. That's the idea of bringing y'all in from Oakland, California, because we don't know what's going on there, and getting a chance through on the radio show. Actually, I heard the internet. I watched this on the internet, and when Billy,
television.
I'm sorry. And then when Billy, y'all were talking, that's what made me just get up and call in, because it was interesting what you were saying was going on in Oakland.
Well, fellas, what I need to do is get ready to understand, as Rusty was saying, and you know, Rusty and I, we've talked about the spiritualness of this coming together. It is a God's plan. And that's all we have to do is follow God's plan and make this work. We don't, you know, we're not caught up in what the other executives and other political folks is doing in this city, the so-called leaders, etc. in this city. I don't need them. They're all out there being leaders. We need to have a group of cooperative men and women that is willing to put their heads together and make these things work for our communities. That's what we're doing. That's the idea. And I want to thank you, Rusty. We love you. We'll talk Sunday again. I'll call you, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Russ. Family, it's that time. What does you want to say goodbye?
Well, goodbye, and hopefully y'all come and help support us in African Town, 48217.
I got to stop by that 48217. But anyway, family, this has been
inside joke.
This has been the Billy E. Jones Talk Beat Jones show, and once again, every Sunday from 8:30 to 10, we're live. We have a repeat broadcast from 8 to 9:30 on Sunday nights. Check it out. We love you, and again, have peace, have love, have harmony on WHPS. I am Billy E. Jones. Thank you. Anywhere, because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and